So I worked for 23 years as an investment broker on Wall Street. Somewhere after about 15 years of work, I took a trip to India actually and found myself in Bodh Gaya, the enlightenment place of the Buddha. And I went to a teaching by a Buddhist Lama, which changed my life. I had never heard anything like that before, this kind of philosophy, and never met people like that before. People who were very happy, very content, but seemed to have nothing in this life. So I began to come to India year after year, India and Nepal and Tibet, and finally I decided to move here. I wanted to be part of that kind of life, a spiritual life, and I wanted to be as happy as the Lama that I met in Bodh Gaya. I think that the idea of leadership can be boiled down to maybe one word, and that's inspiration. How to inspire other people. Inspire other people to act in their best interest, inspire other people to act in your best interest, whatever it is that you're trying to do as a leader. But it comes down to learning the ability to create trust and inspiration in others. Leadership does appear differently all over the world, but you can also say that there are as many different kinds of leaders as there are kinds of people. Each person has his own particular set of skills as a leader. People who talk well, people who don't talk well, people who are organized, people who are disorganized, all types of people have some inherent ability to lead. The trick is finding out what is your own inherent ability as a leader and cultivating that sense within yourself as a leader. But there are many, many types of leaders, and it doesn't really even matter what country you're from. It has more to do with the person themselves. Is there an Eastern perspective on leadership and a Western perspective on leadership? I think maybe you can say there are some general differences. I think that Eastern philosophy plays a lot in leadership. My favorite quote in leadership comes from Gandhi, and loosely translated it is be the change that you want to see in the world. This is about embodying leadership. This is about becoming leader. This is about transforming oneself internally. That concept is a little bit different in the West. I think the West is more about methods. The West is more about developing theories of leadership, different styles of leadership, and implementing them, whether it's in an organization or in a community. That's my take on the differences. And personally, I think the Eastern style is more beneficial, both on a personal level and on a societal level. The reason that I think that the Eastern style is more beneficial is because many times we seek social change so that there will be a kind of transformation of the individuals in that society for the better. I think that a more logical way and a more effective way is that inner transformation occurs first. That with inner transformation, you cannot help but create social change. And that usually, those paths to inner transformation have been best described in the East. Some of the major challenges these days are simply finding time for that kind of inner transformation that's necessary to become a leader. You know, some people are born with it, but most people need to cultivate the skills of leadership, and that takes a lot of work. Also, these days we're not so used to listening. We're used to developing an opinion and expressing that opinion. And one of the greatest skills of leadership is the ability to listen to others, to really understand what other people need, and to provide that. So honing that skill of leadership, finding the time to listen, finding the time to awaken through the self These are some of the challenges, I think, that people face in the modern world, no matter where you are. I've been living in Asia, living in Kathmandu, India's neighbor, for 11 years now. And the longer I stay, the more I like it. I've been working with communities, local communities in Kathmandu. I've been traveling around the world working with the monastery. And even I go back to the US from time to time and try to embody leadership in all of those capacities. It's for me personally been a journey of personal transformation, and as I have sought to change myself, I've also automatically found myself with better tools, better equipped to be a leader in the world. It was said that all of the Buddhas of the future will all be born in Bodh Gaya. Will all attain enlightenment in Bodh Gaya under the Bodhi tree. This is something that India has, that no other country in the world has. Who knows who the next Buddha will be? Who knows where the next awakened and enlightened person will come from? But odds are they'll come from India.